Carla and Jed have 2 kids, Halle and Shem. They're concerned that 10-year-old Halle spends a lot of time by herself, and with all the talk about anxiety in kids, they're worried something more serious could be going on.
I'm just concerned about her just, being in her room all the time, not having that freedom as a young girl to go out and do things, just always in her room, just...
Worrying.
Worrying, yeah.
Worrying about everything all the time.
Halle, Shem, come here, come get something to eat.
We just don't want her to worry as much and be as anxious and be able to get out there and just feel happy all the time. She's quite emotional often, isn't she? She's quite sensitive. So we want to understand her better and see what we can do to help.
The whole family are arriving at our observation house. I'm going to observe them for 24 hours with more than 20 cameras to help me see if anxiety is really the issue here, and then to come up with an instruction manual to help them.
Carla.
Hello.
Hi,
Nigel.
Carla.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
You're Shem?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
This is Halle.
Hello, Halle.
Hello.
How are you? And Jed.
Jed, nice to meet you, Nigel.
So here we are. This is your place.
Right,
All right, I will see you all later.
Thank you.
Cool.
See you later. Can I go upstairs? Take your shoes off.
And I'll be able to observe the family from here to see what the real problem is.
Awesome. This looks so cool. Shimmy, that's our room.
Well, what about these?
Shim, which one do you want? Which bed do you want? You want that one? Okay, then I'll take this one.
First up, it looks like baking is on the cards.
Also, we've got more things in iMix.
Okay.
No, Shim, we don't have... No, you don't...
And Shem would like to do the half if that's okay, Halle.
Fine.
What's wrong?
I just want to do it by myself.
Halle would like to put the bananas in.
No, Shim.
Okay.
Shim, no.
Okay.
No.
Halle, you can come over here.
No, I need...
Okay, no arguing. No arguing.
Halle puts the bananas in and she's going to give it a good mix because she knows how to do that. And then at the end, Halle, it would be nice to help.
This seems like normal bickering, but for some kids, it can be really draining, and that's why it's so important to understand your kid's temperament.
Wow. My foot's hurting now. Mum, can you get him off? My foot's hurting.
We found she gets very, very upset quite easily. So for us, we have to treat really lightly with her. She locks herself in her bedroom often. She'll just burst into tears after a lot of things. We've kind of just dealt with it, but the older she's getting, the worse it is getting.
What are you doing?
Let's Shem's muffin, right?
No.
Leave your sister alone.
Shem is a pretty typical 5-year-old with what we'd call a cruisy temperament, which means that he takes most things in his stride.
Come on, Shimmy.
But his naturally high energy levels make him a handful.
How about we get you some colouring in stuff? Halle, where's your colouring in pencils? Please.
That was for me, though.
He bought his colouring.
Now, Halle has what we call a slow burner temperament. She takes a little longer to warm up to things. She looks before she leaps.
Leave me alone.
Shem, he just leaps, literally.
Pat. Stop. Leave me alone. Go away.
It's been a big day, a new house, knowing she's being filmed, and her little brother being, like all little brothers, annoying. She responds by retreating to her room.
Are you okay?
No.
What's the matter?
Leave me alone.
What's wrong, darling?
I don't want to do this.
What's the matter?
I don't want to.
I can see why Carla and Jed get worried, because it looks like Halle is shutting down and isolating herself. But I don't think that's what's happening. I think she's actually doing something really important. After some time alone, Halle seems better at dinner, which is a really big clue.
Hello.
Hey, Carla, I want to see how Halle copes with meeting a new person. So tomorrow, you're going to get a visit from the next-door neighbours, a 10-year-old girl and her mum.
Yeah, all good. No worries.
Lovely, thank you.
Okay, cool. So tomorrow morning, a neighbour's going to come over with a
little girl, and they're gonna come have a like a coffee. Huh? How do you feel about a girl coming over to hang out that we've never met?
Yeah, that we've never met. Not so keen about it. Just because it's kind of weird.
It's okay.
I'm not gonna do anything with it.
What did he say, Mom?
I'm just gonna crouch in the corner of my room or the room over there.
Why do you think like that, Mum?
Because I don't like meeting new people.
You do.
Carla's resting with Shem, leaving Jed and Halle alone in the lounge.
So tell me how you feel when you get upset and overwhelmed, all that sort of stuff.
I like to hide in my room because it's like my safe place. When I get upset, I don't really like anyone talking to me because then I get upset even more.
What do you reckon we can do to like help you out?
Sometimes I just need my space.
To just give you your space?
Yeah.
This is a really lovely moment. Jed connecting with Halle and making her feel validated and important.
Hey, Halle, I'm gonna get you to get ready for bed now, eh?
Okay.
How you going, Dad?
Hanging in there.
Organising visitors to come around isn't something that Halle's looking forward to, but it's going to help me with the final piece of the jigsaw puzzle. Parents Carla and Jed are concerned their 10-year-old daughter Halle is too anxious and spending too much time in her room. So they're in the observation house with more than 20 cameras so I can see what the actual issues are and then use that information to create an instruction manual to help them.
There's a knock at the door, Halle. Halle, someone's knocking at the door.
And now I'm sending along some visitors for Halle to meet for the very first time.
Hello.
Hello.
Just say hi.
Sure.
Hi, thank you so much for coming. My name's Carla. Carla, baby.
Have a seat. I'm sorry, we're just waking up from here. Thank you for
No,
bringing
that's
cookies. Would you like a cup of tea or a
Coffee.
a
Coffee will do,
Let-
yes, please.
Let me double check. This is still warm. That's great.
And this is the classic slow burner first response. She takes her time. She looks before she leaps.
We had a similar kind of cross-country course. We had to run all the way around the field once and then come around. And then we'd like go up the pathway that's leading down to the field.
I once fell over and like on the grass, I scratched my arm right there.
But as is her nature, she's beginning to warm up.
I've done swimming since I was 5. I used to do it last year, but I didn't this year.
Wait, no, it's done, yeah?
What?
Maybe we'll find me.
So did you break up your little party?
Halle, you say goodbye. They're going to go now, but it was lovely to have them here, eh?
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you guys. Thank you for coming over. No worries. Thank you for the cookies. Lovely to meet you, darling. Thank you guys so much. See you later. She seems really nice, eh, the girl?
Yeah. She was nice.
Yeah, they were lovely. Okay, guys, let's go.
That's us.
Go.
The 24 hours in the observation house has been incredibly helpful. I've now got a really good idea what's going on and how the instruction manual will help this family. What was it like for you guys being in a house full of cameras? 2 weeks later, and it's time to give them their instruction manual. I'm going to show them 3 very simple steps you can use to solve almost any issue you're facing with your kids. How can Carla and Jed use the first rule, always be calming? So maybe if we start off, we'll just look at a particular moment in the house, because I know that taps into some of the stuff that you guys were worried about. So we'll just watch this first.
Are you okay? Yeah. What's wrong, darling? What's the matter?
Oh, that was hard to watch, even though it's only little.
What makes it hard to watch? Like, when you see her doing that, what's the things that sort of start to, the worries that start to fill your head that make you upset?
Just knowing she's not happy. I look at her and I see some things of me in her, but I also worry it's going to get worse. Yeah. I just don't want her to lock herself in her room all the time. And I know that's, you know, the space that she feels safest, but it's not healthy for her to, at 10 years old, want to continue to just be alone and be in her own room. And I just don't want it to turn into something that affects her down the line.
So when she's in these moments when she's in her room and she's upset, and when you guys are feeling worried about that, what are the labels that you start to pop into your head about what's going on? What are some of the words that you would use to describe what she's doing?
I feel like she's isolating herself. It's hard to understand how we can help her if she doesn't want to talk to us about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see her doing stuff that makes you concerned. That word, you know, you start to think she's isolated.
Yeah.
Which is, it's a worrying word, right?
Yeah.
Isolating has a whole bunch of negative connotations around it.
Yeah.
But if you were to think about this in terms of temperament, is there a different word that you could use other than isolating?
She's self-soothing, which I guess that's a good thing because she won't stay in like a hyped up, upset place for too long.
The simple act of reframing Halle's behaviour as positive will calm the situation down. Rule number 2, all behaviour is communication. What's Halle's behaviour telling Jed and Carla? I just want to show you like how things kind of escalated for her over the course of a couple of hours.
This looks so cool. Jimmy, that's our room. My foot's hurting now. No.
Lucas will still alone.
No,
How about we get you some colouring and stuff? Halle, where's the colouring and stuff? Please.
That was for me
He
though.
bought his colouring and books. So
And I brought mine, and that's also for my homework.
Oh, no. Calm down.
Whoa.
That wasn't okay. You can't yell like that.
I mean, to be fair to old Shem, he's just a little guy, and all little guys are super annoying to their sisters. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like he's no more annoying than any other little brother.
Yeah.
But I think that what happens for Halle is, like, I think this is a pretty good insight into who she is as a person. Essentially what's happening is that her batteries are just getting really drained over the course of the morning, and she gets to the point where it just flips into red and it's critical, and then she needs to do something about that.
Yeah.
There are 2 types of humans in the world. There are extroverts and there are introverts. And basically what that's about, it's not about being shy or awkward around other people, because there are some really sociable introverts. It's about where you get your energy. We'll just watch a little thing first and see if this makes sense.
Okay.
Do you love pancakes? I love pancakes.
So when it comes to extroverts and introverts, as you can see, the extrovert on the right, her battery gets filled up from talking and being around other people. So the more she does that, the more the battery gets filled up. Our introvert on the left could still enjoy other people, but that drains her battery. So the way that she fills up her battery is, as you can see, some quiet time. So when she's by herself and things are quiet, that's when her battery fills back up again. Does that make
That makes a lot of sense.
sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
So I was interested in Halle's explanation of what she does when she goes off to her room. So I asked her.
Yeah.
I'm very social at school and I talk with people, but it's quite different at home. So I'd probably just waste my battery all day, and then at home I'd just be down and be relaxing. When I get home from school, I usually go to my room because that's where I like to stay. And usually I just sleep or relax, maybe read a book, do my homework or whatever, and just hope that no one disturbs me. That recharges me, and usually then I want to do things.
That's interesting. She can really explain it the way that makes sense, to be honest. I worry that it's like home that's making her want to go in her room, but I've never really looked at
That's
it
what
like...
it sort of looked like, eh? Sort of.
I've never really looked at it like, oh, okay, she's using up all her energy during the day and home is where she wants to chill.
Yeah, home is like her safe space.
Yeah.
Like, it's great that she knows that home is a safe place where she can come and recharge. She doesn't. She's not coming home anxious and upset and withdrawing. She's like, oh, thank goodness I'm home.
Yeah.
And this is why I think for a parent, understanding temperament is really important, because if you just look at a behaviour which is she gets home and she withdraws straight away, then as a parent, your first stop is she's pulling away from us, or this is negative, or this is bad.
Yeah.
But if you look at it through that lens of temperament, it gives you a different way of understanding
Yeah, definitely.
what she's doing. And it's not a bad thing, it's what she needs to do. I think the task for the two of you with her will be helping her to understand that this is not a negative thing for her, that your biggest job as a parent is to help her to be her in the world and to work out the things that work for her.
Yeah.
I would not so much think of her as anxious as she's Halle.
Yeah.
And she has great strengths.
Yeah.
And she has a way of doing things, and she has to figure out how to make the most of the things that she does. Rule number 3, always have a plan. While the family were in the observation house, I sent Halle a visitor to see how she responded to meeting someone new.
I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm just going to crouch in the corner of my room.
Why do you think like that, mate?
Because I don't like meeting new people.
So when you watch that, what's those kind of automatic thoughts that come into your minds?
She will shut it down, like, straight away. Like, she will not have any part of it. But the thing is, it's just because she's just out of her comfort zone.
She's just scared at the start, eh?
She's scared at the
Always
start.
scared at the start. Overthinking, I guess.
This is classic slow burner kid, right? So the first part is, I don't want this kid, I'm going to sit in my room and I don't want any part of it. Then watch the second clip.
We had a similar kind of cross-country course. We had to run.
She's a classic slow burner kid. Slow burner kids, they're not the life and soul of the party straight off.
No.
But she's not shy. She's not socially awkward. She just takes time to warm up.
Yeah.
And watching her with this new kid, she was lovely by the end of it. They were basically just friends and they were chatting and giggling and just having fun.
Yeah.
So it's about helping her to learn the skills to manage the good parts of her and build on the strengths that she's got. Some behaviours that get labelled as anxiety in children are better understood in terms of temperament. The better you understand your kid's temperament, the more you can help them to navigate their way through the world. Halle's like me. She's a slow burner introvert, and the more both she and her parents understand how she operates, the better everyone is going to feel. So that brings us to the actual instruction manual. So you'll notice that it's quite short, and that's because there are 3 simple golden rules that I think are going to be helpful for you working through stuff with Halle and with Shem. So first thing is always becoming, ABC. First golden rule, always becoming. Second, all behaviours communication. And then the last golden rule is make a plan. So it's this idea that rather than just reacting to stuff out of fear, anxiety, or worry, you guys have talked about it. We've decided this is what's going to go on, and this is how we're going to respond when these things happen with Halle. And also, this is a long conversation. Parenting isn't some magical quick fix. It's about this very, very long conversation that you have with your kids over their whole lives, which means that when we come out in a couple of weeks' time, I'm not going to be expecting you to be in this magical transformation of everything. It's just about you guys feeling more confident and settled in your parenting.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, it's time to see if there's less anxiety all round, from Halle as well as from Carla and Jed. How's it all been going?
We're consciously trying to keep everything calm at home. And I think just talking to her in general and talking about our feelings and things has helped a lot better. I think we all understand a bit more, eh?
And what sort of a difference does that make? Because I know that originally you guys are worried about Halle spending time in a room, but when you think about actually that's how she recharges her batteries, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
It's made a big difference, actually, because when she gets home from school, obviously we understand now that at school she's, used up all her energy, and then when she gets home, we can now allow her that time to go in her room and recharge and not have to, you know, talk to anybody, and her not getting hassled about, hey mate, you need to get out of your room, because we now understand Halle needs that time. That's Halle.
Yeah.
I think they finally understand that I'm just tired and that I need alone time, because they didn't really understand before.
These veggies are from out the garden, Halle. Me and Shem got them before.
Understanding that this is Halle's personality helps a lot better. And rather than saying she has anxiety, it's more she is worried. The whole concept of understanding has really made a big difference, and knowing that her personality is a true introvert.
Shimmy, that's our...
The 3 simple rules from the instruction manual turned everything around. 1, always be calming. Now that Carla and Jed know what Halle needs, they can help her to calm herself when she needs it. 2, the other APC, all behaviour is communication. Halle isn't isolating herself, it's not a bad thing, it's her saying she needs to recharge her batteries. Finally, they made a plan. They helped Halle get those recharge times, which means she's more able to spend positive time with her family, which means everyone is feeling better.
Holly.
Good luck.